Yes, when you fix up yourself.
Hi, ladies. Welcome to this our meeting. Hey, Judy. She disappeared again. Oh, hey, there you are. Um, this is it's the summertime, and just in case you don't recognize it, our meetings are a little more spaced out during the summertime. Normally we would have our meetings every other week. Now in the summertime we have them like every 3 weeks, so instead of every 2 weeks we have them every 3 weeks. So it may seem a little spaced out to you. That's definitely deliberate on Tamara and I's part, where we try to take it a little more easy
Mhm.
during these summer months, these
Okay.
lazy summer
These
months.
lazy summer months.
So welcome, guys. It's good to have you all on tonight's session. And tonight we are going to be talking about some stuff that we hope that you are definitely interested in. We are, well, before I do that, let me just um go to our inspirational quote. Our inspirational quote says,
Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. And you hear a lot of that. Oh, I can't. But people forget to say what they can do. So another way of saying is don't let what you can't do distract you from what you can do.
absolutely.
Because everybody is unique in their own way. Everyone has that special thing that they're good at. And sometimes we can be distracted by what we can do. So I don't think there's nothing that we can't do. I just think that we can do everything if we put our mind to it and if we plan on doing those things that we think or the mind tells us that we can't do. So I think it takes planning, focus, and determination to do the things that we can do and to make up for those things that we might lack in.
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Anybody has any comments on that? Perhaps you have a personal experience that you've had.
Mhm.
No? Okay. I always want to give you an opportunity, because
Yeah,
sometimes you may have something great to share
great
that,
to share, right?
and it doesn't have to be anything big. It just has to be, it just your experience, and we're not gonna be, judging anybody for anything. I mean, it's your experience. And I agree with what Tamara said. It really takes focus and determination. And sometimes the things that we cannot do, it's so real. It is real. It is not something that you're
Mhm.
making up. It is real. For
Mhm.
real. If you can't do public speaking, it's for real. If you're not somebody who can sell anything like Jeannie, then, then you can't. Oh, by the way, I saw somebody came on. Where? Hey, Judy. Did I say hey, Judy? Hey,
Mhm.
No,
Judy.
no, you didn't.
Okay. Hey, Judy. I apologize for that. I thought I
That's
saw a
okay.
phone number came up at one
Well,
point.
it came up at first, and then I hit the Zoom, and the Zoom connected, and then I got rid of the phone number.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
great. Okay, great. Good to see you, Judy.
Good to see you
Um,
too.
Avon's mission is to celebrate women's power to make a beautiful and positive impact in the world. Guys, congratulations again on your keychain that you've earned.
Woohoo!
So happy about that. Let's do the keychain dance. Let's do the
Woohoo!
keychain dance. Woo, woo, woo. We got we got our keychain. We got our keychain.
Yes.
Ladies, as usual, there's a lot going on in Avon, and I really trust and hope that you are tuning in, that you are doing some of the trainings. Sometimes I put some of it in the feed. Did somebody say something? Or it was just me? Okay. Sometimes I put some of the recordings in the feed. I don't know if we are tuning in to them to keep abreast as to what's going on. There's a lot going on, and we try our best to
There's an echo. I think it's Judy. Judy. Judy?
I'm coming back. They had to step away to get a book.
Oh, okay. Okay.
okay.
I'm back.
Okay, good. All right. So what was I saying?
You were putting up the trainings.
Oh yes,
the recording.
Yes, guys. I hope we are really taking full use of those opportunities, and I hope all of us. There is an Avon representative Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask each of you now if you are a part of it. Jeannie, are you a part of the Avon representative Facebook page?
I don't know.
Okay. Carpo, are you?
I don't know. You have to go. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Kayla, are you?
Can you repeat the question? The phone was breaking up.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering if you're a part of the Avon representative Facebook page. Not page,
yeah.
group.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the link in our team group. So I think I know that Judy is already a part of it. So
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and there is also a Avon social.
Safe social selling.
Yes, social selling group. That I'll put the link for both of them in our group, and so the rest of you can join it, because that's a way that you can be aware of what's going on in Avon Nation. So guys, tonight I wanted to talk about giving ourselves a raise. Before I go into it, does anybody have a general question that you want us to answer about your Avon business at this time?
Hold on.
Anybody?
No, I just want to, well, I wanted to talk about the payments.
Okay.
If that's what you're referring to. I wanted to talk about payments, how payments are made now that they changed it since June the 30th.
Okay. And so yes, we will talk about it. I did speak to them, and I get an understanding, and hopefully between us tonight we'll be able to understand fully what's going on with that. So guys, if you think of anything, just please let me know, okay? Why should you give yourself a raise? Those of you on the line have the opportunity to give yourself either a 5% or a 10% increase in commission. And when we talk about raise, you know, we don't get paid like everybody, like a regular job, because we're business people. But with Avon, we get commissions, and we have the opportunity to increase the commission that we get by 5% in most of you case, and by 10% in Jeannie's case. That's excluding me and Tamara. Most of you now are at 25%, and you are called contenders, and you are contenders because in the pay scale, let's call it that Avon has, you do not have a set position. So, well, you do. Your position is contender, and then the next tier up is premier. At contender, your commission is 25%. At premier, your commission bumps up to by 5% to 30% at the premier level. Then the next tier up is President's Club, and then you become your commission becomes 40%.
Oh.
So
I thought it was 50.
that's a big jump. So if Jeannie reaches President's Club this year, then she would have given herself a 10% raise. Now, most of us on the line have worked with people over the years. How many of us can say that we have received a 10% increase?
I'm still waiting on mine at my job. It's been a long time.
Oh my God. That's so funny.
Oh, Lord.
Most of us have not gotten a 10% increase. But the most time that people would get a 10% increase is if you are moving position and a significant change up the chain. If you are becoming a manager or something like that, and it has to be a higher manager for your salary to bump up to 10% by 10%. And if it must be that you were really low down, because you really do not get a 10% increase. Hey, Caritha, good to see you. So, and 5%, as much as that may seem like a small percentage to you, the average salary increase, pay increase out there in the world is 2 to 3%. 2%. Jeannie's confirming 2%. So it does not exist, guys. Does not exist. And we are looking at this because it is necessary for us to look at the big picture and for us to see what is possible. So why give yourself a 5 or 10% raise? And simply reason is because you can. And most people can't. You can, and most people can't. Now, to show you the difference between a 25% and a 30% increase. 25% of $200 is $40, and 30% of $200 is $60. Now, remember, that is not a one-time thing, right? And hey, Miss Brown, good to see you. And also the thing is 30%. Then when you go to 30%, and for example, if your order is $200, then your commission is $60. But when your order is bumped up to even $250, your commission also goes up, you know? So it is not, when we are on a regular job or pay, even if we are bumped up by 5%, the salary, the base remains the same. So if we're getting $500 and we get a 5% increase on that, then it always is 5% of $500 for the year. But for us, if we do the work, ours is continually increasing as we increase and grow our business. I hope we're all getting that visual picture of what I'm talking about, guys. And we have the power to do so. We have the power to move that needle. Did we lose? Oh no. We have the power to move that needle as we grow our business. But of course, we go back to our inspirational quote. Don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. Because what you can do is give yourself a raise. And so we focus our attention on what we can do and not what we cannot do. So because we can give ourselves a raise, we are therefore going to be doing the necessary things to get us to that target.
And the main thing about it is pertaining to your Avon business, we're already doing it. You're already selling. And as far as each individual having their strong points in selling and making your, whether it's 25% that you're making already or 30%, you know, think about it. I always hear them in some of the trainings, they always say, you know, if you concentrate on getting just one customer today, or you know, you decided that you're going to back far away this week, and you said on Monday, okay, I'm going to sell one bottle of far away today. All you have to do the next day is the same thing that you did to sell that one far away. So it's stuff that you're already doing. All you have to do is to duplicate what you're already doing to give yourself that raise. And that's one of the things that I try to do when I'm doing things. I try to do it, you know, in small increments, because when you look at it so big, it becomes so daunting and scary that's when you decide, that's when you think, oh, I can't do that because that's such a big number. That, you know, I can't sell a whole case of far away. But guess what? You've sold a whole case of far away over the span of you selling Avon. It's just that you did it in small increments. So if you buy, I know Caritha is always saying that she's gonna get a whole case of skin so soft, because guess what? Eventually it will sell. So it's those small steps that we take, and you work those small steps, daily. If you want to do it daily, if you want to do it hourly, if you want to do it minute by minute, it's those small steps that will give us that raise. And when you look at it in those small pictures, then the I can't won't be so in your face. It's more like, okay, what can I do with this on a daily basis or on a hourly basis, so I can make the goal that I want to make.
Absolutely, absolutely. And before we go further, any comments or any question that anyone has? Come on, guys, talk to me.
No,
No?
no.
I'm pretty much, I don't know everything, but I'm pretty much good. But it's like whoever said that they wanted to get the skin so soft by the case. I haven't purchased it by the case yet, but I'm finding myself ordering more and more bottles each time I order, because what I'm getting, I'm running out of kind of fast with doing the different things. So my orders, I'm putting a lot into buying stuff just to have on stock, because you just never know when somebody wants something, and it may be in between when the orders go in.
Mhm.
So that's why I think it was Carita, but that's why I'm trying to have some stuff, here at home. So if somebody wants something, like you said, or Tamara said, it's eventually going to sell, especially the Skin So Soft. It's going to eventually sell.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. It
Must be a
is
delay.
going to sell. And
Yeah, I did good so far with the 12 bottles I purchased. I sold 3 so far because these mosquitoes over here is bad this year. So
Mm-hmm.
it's selling.
what
Yep.
size did you get?
The 16 ounce.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And the thing is, at this time, to be honest, I really don't bother with the small
With the
one.
small ones.
Yeah, I really don't bother with the small one. Um, unless people want to order it, they can order it. And
Mm-hmm.
as a matter of fact, I had a customer the other day that called me, and she was asking about Skin So Soft and the prices. And all I told her about was the two bigger ones, 16 ounce and 25 ounce. I didn't bother tell her anything about the
Small one.
small one. And I can't be bothered, because they're buying the small one because they want it in the spray bottle. And then if the spray bottle is not available, then it becomes an issue. So the spray top, and so I just can't be bothered. If they want to order it from Avon, then they can go ahead and order it. But yeah, I don't bother to. So
I got, I had bought a couple of spray bottles. I mean, well, they don't have the pumps to it, but I had got, I think, 4, just because. But I did order the big ones, and I have a couple of them here, because the 16 ounce I feel sells better. But I got 2 people ordered 2 each, so I got 4 orders for the big ones. But a lot of people, when they hear the price, like especially at the vending, they hear the price, they be like, "Wow, it costs that much." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't really need a lot. You should pour it into a spray bottle. It's gonna last. It's gonna serve its purpose, and it's gonna last." So just take it from there. But some people just want to spend the $8 for the small.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and if they order it, that's fine, but I'm just I'm just talking about in terms of what I'm stocking, you know, I'm not stocking I'm not stocking the small one. So yeah, I agree. I
Mhm.
agree. So guys, what we are saying now is that we definitely have the power in our hands. So I'm going to be going into some specific numbers now pertaining to each of y'all's account. Some of you, I do not have your information, and so I can't go into yours, but you will follow what we're saying so that you can make that adjustment. Hi, Miss Pinky. Um, so let's start with Jeannie. So Jeannie's target, Jeannie's already at Premier. So Jeannie's target is to be at President's Club. President's Club is $10,000. She's now at 5,100.
That doesn't include the order that just went in.
Correct. So
Okay, I
this
thought I
this is
was.
up to campaign 15. So and I cap it at 10 more campaigns. So this does not include campaign 26 because campaign 26 we're kind of leaving as a, you know, catch up campaign. So with 10 campaigns to go
Yes,
and with
one time
she
that's why
needing
me I kind of end up outside the because
$4,800,
we have the door open.
um,
One time when the too long close up the door, you know.
I'm sorry, Miss Pinky, I had to mute you. So what she needs to reach her target of 10,000 is 4,800, and that does not include, you know, our campaign 16 order. So when we divide that by 10 campaigns, what Jeannie needs is $482 per campaign, or $241 per week. And that is why
Okay.
Tamara was talking about breaking it down. We break it down. And with the average order, oh, this thing didn't save all of it. With the average order being, say, $25, then you're talking about just about 19 orders per campaign. Now, of course, some people are going to, orders are going to be more than $25, and some people's orders going to be less. So it's a matter of averaging the orders. Now, Tamara mentioned earlier about the focus. Okay, so before I go into all of that specifics, the next person is Miss Brown, Denise. And guys, I'm telling you, I know that to some people out there, these numbers are not humongous because there are people out there that are really doing great Avon business. You know, their numbers are huge. But what I appreciate about this group of people that's on this call is the consistency. Consistency to me means a whole lot. And running a business is not easy. And especially in our communities, it's not easy. Where people want to order a lot of stuff and don't want to pay it. And, you know, they order and then you're wondering where they are, they go missing and all of that kind of thing. And they want to owe us a part of the money and all of that. in our community, it is not easy. But you guys have been consistently managing your business. That makes me super proud. You would not know how many Avon reps for campaigns, missing campaigns on and on and on. You wouldn't understand because you have been consistently managing your business, placing your orders. There are so many reps who they, for whatever reason, are not placing consistent orders. And so I must say kudos to you for that. And so Miss Brown so far is a $2,400 dollars total orders so far for this year.
Oh,
Does not include this campaign. So our difference would be $2,600. With 10 campaigns, it means $260 per campaign or $130 per week. Now, all she needs to get that is 10 customers with $25 orders per campaign. Now, and that with that, Miss Brown would be giving herself a 5% increase. And with Jeannie meeting her target, she would be giving herself a 10% increase in commission. And the same thing, Miss Pinky. Miss Pinky would need 12 customers with $25 per campaign, and so on and so forth. Kayla, your total per campaign is a little bit more. It's $472. It may seem like a stretch, but it is well worth it. It is well worth it. And so, guys, I didn't mention Carpo because Carpo had issues with her first order and so on. So, you know, she would be like starting from scratch. But guys, you can see the numbers in your own business, and you can break it down. And again, as our inspirational quote says, we don't focus on what we can't do. We focus on what we can do.
and the thing that we always encourage you guys to do is be familiar with your dashboard. Avon has simplified it for us where we can see everything on that dashboard. You know, where we are, what we need. There's a little, what do you call it? A graph that they have on the dashboard that, you know, kind of tells you what you need. So all of this that Angeline just did for you is right there on your dashboard. All she did was to break it down a little bit more where it doesn't seem like this big thing, but it does tell you how much you need each campaign. So all you have to do is to break that up in weekly increments as Angeline did, because it's there. So I encourage you, when you're putting your order in, if you want to stay on track with what Angeline just showed you, just go to your dashboard and look at it and say to the, you know, just remind yourself, let me go and check how much it is that I need for this campaign in order to stay on track with my goal. So always remember, just check your dashboard before you hit that submit button so that you are always on track. For those of us who might put a little extra in, then the number would automatically change the next campaign because you bumped your order up a little bit. So just try to remember to go into the dashboard. That's one of the things that I always try to do. Once I submit that order, I look at the number and I go to the dashboard and I say, okay, did I miss it? If I miss it, then I know I have to work a little bit harder the next campaign. If I did a little bit more, then I'm like, okay, good. Wonder if I can do the same so that my number goes down. So just familiarize yourselves with your dashboard to keep abreast with what it is that your number should be each campaign.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for that, Tamara. So guys, I have a question for you. So I need your input where this is concerned now. What are some of the things that you think that we all can do? I have some ideas and Tamara has some ideas as to what you can do, but I'd like to get your input as to what do you think you could do to give yourself this raise. We're focusing on what we can do, not on what we cannot do. So we won't talk about what we can't do. We're talking about what we can do. So I need some ideas from you of some of the things that you think you can, or if there are things that you are doing that's working, then you can share it with the rest of us so that the rest of us can maybe practice them as well.
Well, me, myself, I noticed when I did the first pop-up store last month, I think it was, and listening to the meetings that we've been having and learning that to boost your sales, you have to purchase some things. So I know what my quota is. Well, in order for me to get to the 10,000, I knew I had to do the 241. So I figure I get my orders in, and then I ask people like on Monday, today is the last day, because I try to get all my orders in today. I don't want to wait till tomorrow. So I said, today is the last day. If anybody need anything or want anything, just let me know, text me separately or call me. And so orders just, they start coming in or they don't come in. So when I see what my total is, I'm like, okay, I need to boost this up a little. So now I try to look to see what I have in stock, what I need extra, to try to keep a certain amount of each item. So that's what I do. So I put an order in. I make my order a little bit bigger because I know what I'm ordering. I know I'm going to sell it. Whether it's at the vending that I'm doing nowadays, or for instance, Friday night, I went to a small gathering right here in South Orange, 25 people. And I asked the guy, he told me to bring him a bottle of Skin So Soft. So I was holding that for him because he didn't come to the vendor. So I called him Friday and I asked him, was it okay if I bring some Avon with me? And he was like, sure. So when I brought the Avon, he asked me, how much do I owe you for this? And I said, you can take it. It was his birthday. That's your gift. But I sold 4 mesmerized,
Wow,
some hand creams, and some some Skin So Soft. So I'm trying to make it my business to keep stuff in stock. So if somebody's not too hot, or I'm going to a cookout, I'm bringing it with me because somebody's gonna buy something. And as people buy something from me, then I know when I put an order in, I need to get to replace that, what I sold.
wow.
So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeannie.
Okay, like with me,
Okay.
So I just think everybody, if you can, just try to keep a stock of what you sell, and that way you'll always have something on hand. But at the same time, you're increasing your sales because you're ordering.
okay, like with me, I try to get new customers. Meaning, if I'm on the bus, I have my book with me, and a lady be on the bus like, I didn't know Avon was still in existence. Yes, they're still in existence. Said, do you have a book or do you have a card? So I gave her a card because I have an extra book. And with my customers, like with Marithia, that's her name, the one that worked at the store in Irvington, like she said, get from, like what she said to do with me, I did from A, 1 through 10, B, 11 through 20. And those that orders consistently, if they run out, they would call me and say, Denise, I need so and so. When can I place the order? You can place the order now. Like what Sister Jean said, my order is going out tonight. And one of my cousins was called me because she's going to knock inbox you, Miss Angie. She's going away to her country Friday. And I told her, I think the perfume is no longer in stock. She said, well, I wish I would have known. I would have ordered some more before this, that, and the third. Because every order that she does order, that she places, she says she puts it in a box and gonna take it to her country. So, like I said, I get my orders and I try. I ain't gonna say I do it all the time. I try to keep some stuff in stock. Meaning, if Sister Angie orders something and she knows she can't pay it, I pay for the order and I just keep it until somebody else say, well, do you have so in stock? If so, how much you charge me for it? So that's how I would do. And like Monday, the 5th, my pastor, being that we've been back open, my pastor had a cookout since we haven't had a cookout since 2018. So he said, no, we're going to go to the park. So that particular day, I carried me some Avon books. And one of the ladies said, you still selling Avon? After all this time, I was like, yes. She said, well, can I have a book? So I gave her a book and she placed an order. So that's what I do.
Thank you, Miss Brown. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I'll be right back. I gotta go check my cabbage.
Okay, thank you, Jeannie. Guys, anybody else? Okay, guys, that's what they do. They are doing. What do you think we can do? It don't matter if you're not doing it as yet. If an idea pops in your head, just share it. Just share it with us. You know, we can work on it. Judy, you were saying something?
No, I was thinking, you must have been here, you must have heard the wood burning. I see, I see on some, on Facebook, how you do your tables. I don't know where there are things like that in Staten Island. So I wouldn't know where to set up a table or how to go about it. I don't do church events because I'm not affiliated with the church anymore. I don't do school events because my sister is no longer a teacher.
Judy, one of the things that I discovered the other day was a lot of these events are posted on Facebook. My husband has been saying that he wanted to go see a car show. And for some reason, I don't know if the phone's listening to me or what, but I get up the next morning and I'm on Facebook and pops up in front of me a car show event. So I'm like, huh. And then I hit on that one event, and that one event gave me more events. So I would tell you to look, search on Facebook or even Google pop-up shops in my area, and you'll be surprised to see how many of these things just pop up in front of you. And there might be some you can do, some you can't do, but they're posted everywhere, because what I realize is that people are looking for vendors. in, you know, whatever, it could be a small event to a large event. People are looking for vendors, and sometimes it's $20, sometimes it's $40. But sometimes we have to go searching for them. And sometimes if you look at one will give you another one and another one and another one. So try it like that, because trust me, there are probably some, because if there's some in Little Irvington and Little Newark, there are pop-up shops everywhere. But sometimes we just have to just look for that one, and that one will bring you to another one. And then sometimes you can go on Facebook and search for events happening in your area. And when you look at those events, some of them might tell you that they're seeking vendors, and then you take it from there.
Okay.
Because even for me, I went vending yesterday, and another vendor introduced me to another event that happens all the time, that, you know, I wouldn't even think about doing it. But she's like, you know, they happen. Or, you know, you think that you have to go through this big thing to get in. But she's like, no, you just do this, do this, do that, and you're there. So trust me. And then with the pandemic being last year, a lot of people are doing different things to try to get out of the house. Even, you know, little car shows, because even some of the car shows are requesting vendors. You know, whatever it is, they have a vending opportunity there. You just have to look. There's numbers there. You can call them and ask them. Some of them might not even know that they need a vendor. So call them and ask them, will you mind me setting up a table at your event? You know,
Right.
even if it's just to hand out brochures or samples or something, but get yourself out there in that way. All right. So just go
Okay.
on Google and just search and see what you find.
Okay.
And that's the
All
same
right.
thing, that's the same thing for everybody else online as far as that is concerned. And one of the things, thank you for that, Tamara. One of the thing, and thank you for the question, Judy. One of the thing is for us as business people, and I'm constantly saying it to you guys, is that the corner store is always open. And you and I may not go in there every day, but it is open because somebody is going to go in there. And so we are always open. We cannot close, guys. It means that we're closing operation. Every day we have to open our business. And how do we open our business? We open our business by handing someone a brochure or a business card or just a piece of paper that says I'm an Avon representative. We keep our business open by posting something on social media every day to say that we are open.
I have a funny story for you guys. I I have my subscription with GoDaddy. So what GoDaddy is, you can buy domain names. Excuse me. You can buy domain names and use your domain names and change over your websites. So for instance, Avon gives us this website, www.youravon.com/ whatever it is. So I went and I bought a domain name for my website, which is www.shopwithmisstamara.com. I've had this since, I want to say, 2018. So I have one for my sign up and I have one for my shop online. Now I post this everywhere, Facebook, whatever. It's on my things that I put on my labels. The other day, somebody called me and I gave that information to them. Whenever somebody asked me to, you know, sign up, I give them my information. It dawned on me the other day that I haven't gotten a bill from, or I haven't seen anything pop up from GoDaddy for my renewal. So I'm just not paying it any mind because I'm thinking it's auto renewed. Come to find out that all my information that I have on my books that I've been sending people to, my GoDaddy thing has expired. So I've been giving people all this information to go shop on my website, go sign up, and my subscription has expired. So yesterday, I had to improvise because I have all these books with all these labels with all my information on it. So I had to be crossing out and writing, and I think that is so tacky. So because I couldn't remember my password or anything to get onto it to pay for it, so that I could hand my books out. So I had to do the next best thing, which was to handwrite it. So that just goes to say that we have to keep up on our things, because the email address that it's registered under, I no longer use that email address. So that's why I'm not seeing the emails for it. So this morning I had to go and update my information so that the next person who goes on my shop, Miss Tara, because I'm saying to myself, I gave this lady who was so, ready to buy a whole case of sprays the other day. I gave her the information and she was going to buy it. So I'm like, what happened? And now I realize that's what happened. My information was not up. My thing had expired. So I lost the sale just like that. And people might think, oh, she's not serious or something like that. So that just goes to say we have to also keep upon our business. I keep saying that, keep on top of it. Because I totally just thought that it was on auto renew, and not knowing that for whatever reason I probably took it off auto renew or something, and so I lost a few customers just like that.
So it means that Tamara's business was closed for a minute.
Yes, exactly. And that's the point that I'm trying to make. My business was closed for, luckily I caught it within, because it expired July 7th. So I caught it within a good time. Because I'm like, oh my God, what happened? So I put it in myself, and the thing came up, domain up for sale. And I'm like, what do you mean? My domain is up for sale. And I just could not. And every time I realize it, I'm out, and everything is stored on my home computer. So I couldn't, figure it out. Yes, Jeannie.
I was looking at someone's page, trying to figure out what we can do to make ours a little more simpler to purchase, because I'm hearing people, and when I tell them about the website, some of them say, well, I need a book, because the book, I can flip the pages and I can see what I want. When you go to the website, it's a little more work that they have to do, so it makes them not interested. So you say when you go, even though I've tried to search some things myself on Avon, and some things don't come up. So then I have to go to like the fragrance, and then it'll come up like that. But I have to scroll for it, and they don't want to scroll. This is what the younger people are telling me. They don't want to scroll. They want to touch this and buy it. So somebody's page that I was looking at, they sell jewelry, and on the page they had all these necklaces. Yes, no, I'm talking about like 30, 35, the younger ones. And they had all this stuff on their page. And when I touched the necklace that I like, I was like, oh, I like this. I touched it, the price came up, and I could order it right then and there. But everything was in my view, so they didn't have to flip pages and scroll over here and search. They had pictures of a whole lot of their items was just sitting on this page. They just was thrown up on this page. And each one you touch, it gave you a price, and you can go to the cart. You can put it in the cart. You can buy right then and there. You can shop a little bit more. So I'm trying to get mine set up like that to post it like on Instagram.
Well, the thing
I
is,
was, yeah.
yeah, the thing is, Jeannie, that we do have that ability. And that is why the last time we were on, we were encouraging people to download the app. And what happens is when you can go on the website. Okay, let me do it right now, guys. Guys, this is really good. A really good thing for us all to know. So I hope that, you know, we can be patient with this. So, okay, let me share my screen. All right, so this is my website that my customers, sorry guys, those of you who are on the phone, you can just follow. This is my website where my customers would go to shop, right? Now, if I have a customer that would want to get, I love skincare, so I got to go to skincare. Esonox is my thing. So if I have a customer that wants to get Esonox, right? I want to get the collection. I can go to my store, my own store, and I will click on Esonox. Esonox comes up. I click on the picture. I can share this with my customer, both on Facebook, if they're on Facebook or whatever they're on, I can share it with them. This is from the website. Otherwise, I can go up the top up here, Jeannie, where I just highlighted. This is like the address for this Esonox item. I can copy this from this and then paste it and share it with my customer. When they click on that link, it's not taking them anywhere else but right on this item. And they can add it to their shopping bag and they can go and they don't have to look at anything else. It's even easier when you're using the app, because the app, you're on your phone and you can text it to them. If you use WhatsApp, you can do WhatsApp, you can do whatever you can just share it with them. They can go directly to this link, buy that one item and check out.
Yeah,
I was just
that's a
about
little,
to say that. Yeah. The one
it's
thing,
different.
the one thing that Avon always encourages, Miss Jeannie, is whenever you could post whatever pictures of whatever items that you like to post, that you would like to post, Facebook or whatever, as long as it brings them back to the Avon website where they can place that order. So if you want to one day do that for your, a Facebook post or something like that, nothing is stopping you from doing that, as long as when they click that, just as Angeline says, it brings them back to that whatever one item it is that they're interested in. So you can do that. It's just that we cannot go and do a separate website and create a separate website with just pictures, but you can post as many pictures as you would like on Facebook or Instagram or whatever. And once they click that item, it brings them back to your Avon website where they can purchase that item right then and there.
Now, the other thing, thanks, Tamara. The other thing is, Jeannie, if someone is a jeweler and they are a one-man business, like somebody makes their own jewelry and they are selling their jewelry, then that link would be to their website that they have created. The same way Caritha has a business where she is establishing her website for her or clothing that she sells or her hair products that she sells, right? Click on that link and you will go to Caritha's website to purchase Caritha's items. These are things that Caritha did herself, or she has somebody who put the items on our website, and then you can go and shop from her and pay into that same website. We are a part of Avon, and Avon is, of course, as you know, bigger and broader and many more people and so on. So the setup is different. So
we can't do that.
we would never be able to do it. And the thing is, it doesn't even make any sense because there are just too many items for that. And then you would be paying somebody because you have to pay to establish, to have a working website. There's no way of getting around having a website and not paying for it. So that's additional cost that you would be going into to do something like that. So the best thing to do is download the app and familiarize yourself with that and use it. So if you have somebody right there on the spot, they can make a purchase from you, from your website, pay for it, and Avon deliver it to them.
Yeah, it came up because I was letting somebody look at my website, and then they were showing me how other things are like on Instagram. They have just a whole lot of stuff sitting up there. This, Skin So Soft is there, everything is just there in a picture. And when they click on it, it takes them straight to the link where they can purchase it. But they told me that they have a business page and then they have a regular website. So they didn't say that they paid for it, but I hear what you're saying, that they paid for it because they can't have. Excuse me?
That's an Avon person?
No, it's not. They was just trying to tell me that maybe I can set mines up like that because people don't like to search. So if they was looking at, so if they saw me on Instagram, oh, she sell Avon, I want to get some Skin So Soft. So instead of searching through the website to put the Skin So Soft up there, put some colognes up there, some deodorant, so people can just click on those items and get those. So now I got to ask her or let her know, do I have to pay for that? Because I know I can take the link and just send it to the person, but I'm talking about people who don't know me, who just see this, oh, it's Avon up here, let me order something. That's the people I'm talking about, just trying to get like online orders so people know, oh, I could just go right here and I'll click on this. They don't know me, but they click on it, they order it, and then they just gone. And then when they want something else, they come back. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, but they can definitely do that. You can definitely share a link to a particular product, and the person can click on it and go purchase that particular item. So yes, it is possible, but it's just the amount of items.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, I thank you for that, Jeannie. I hope you are getting the picture as to what we're talking about, what you can do. Now, one of the things that I would like for you to consider doing to get yourselves out there more, and these are things that we can do. I would like us all, and Tamara, we really have to have an in-person meeting, because most of us are local. Most times Judy is willing to travel. But so we can definitely have an in-person meeting really soon, sometime this summer. Because one of the things I want us all to establish is a Google My Business page. This is not something that you have to pay for. What I would like us all to do is to consider what you would like to call your business, to have your business that you would want. One thing that I would encourage to do is to include the word Avon in there. Sales rep, we have to put rep in
Puts
there because
independent
we
sales
are
rep.
independent sales rep. So we have to, and your name, so that somebody can, you know, to link it with it. So you can be thinking about what you want to call it, you know, Avon rep, Genie girl, you know, or Pinky baby, or you know,
Mine is chocolate diva.
chocolate diva,
Chocolate diva. All
chocolate
right.
diva Denise, you know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Just establish, consider what you would want to call your business. And because what we want to do is get ourselves out there, guys. We have to get ourselves out there. There are lots and lots. Don't be thinking that there are too many people, because there are many more people who are looking for Avon. And all of us have heard at some time or the other somebody say, oh, I didn't even know Avon is still around. So everybody has heard it.
Mhm.
So don't be thinking that there are too many of us, because there is not. And
There's
so
a lot of Burger King and McDonald's and
absolutely,
Pizza Hut and Walmart's and
absolutely, Taco Bell and all of that. And
Taco Bell and all of them.
they are
Mhm.
all so close to one another, you know,
That's
and they're all still in business.
Mm.
So there is
And trust me, it's probably the same reason why we all go to different ones. This one does it better. That one, so
right.
that's why your customer sticks with you. That's why Angeline customers stick with her, because they have that connection. So you might have a connection with Burger King in East Orange. I might have a connection with Burger King in Newark. This one might go faster, that one. So always just always remember there's something that's unique about you, why your customer comes to you, or why that one person decided. It could be the picture that you posted on your Google business. They're like, they might just like how you look.
Absolutely. And I can't tell you the amount of people. I think the same thing happened with Carpo when she was signing up. And so many of my team members and customers, that they say that they, because when you go to Avon and you still go find a rep,
Mhm.
there are a number of people who come up, and and they always say, I look at you and I like the way you smile, and you are smiling, and therefore
Mhm.
I chose you. And I can't tell you the amount of people who have told
Mhm.
me that. So guys,
Yeah.
make sure that you're choosing the photograph that you have, that represents you well, and so on. But the most important thing is, guys, we got to get ourselves out there by whatever means, physically with the book, like I say, and the business card, or just a nice piece of paper with something on it. On social media, I am trying to establish a pattern where, I'm putting myself out there, and don't be looking at, oh, I post how many times and nothing. Just do it. Just do it. You know, and of course, we're talking about establishing a business on Google My Business. um we got to be on whatever social platform that there is that we can use to get ourselves out there. So let us do it, guys. Do we have any questions?
No.
So Jeannie, guys,
Yes.
we're going to just briefly talk about this financial thing. Where Avon has now, they made a slight change to our payment um, options, Now, when it comes to paying the balance on your account, this is what the conversation I had with Avon today, what they explained to me. When it comes to paying the balance on your account, nothing has changed. That payment can be made from any account, any number of accounts. Doesn't matter if it's one, two, yours, a customer's card, anybody's card, you can pay down your outstanding balance. What they explained to me now is when it comes to checkout, after when you are placing your order, when you are paying for the order, what they're saying is if you have credit with Avon, you can use whatever credit you have to pay for your order. And then if you have any additional, like for example, your order is 700 and your credit is 500, so you would have to pay 200 to get your order go in. You can pay that $200 with only one card. So you can't then split that 200 to say you're going to pay it with your debit card and pay 100 with your credit card. The entire $200 has to be paid with one card. And so if you do not have credit, whatever your order comes to, then they are saying that you have to pay for that with just one card.
But I understand what you're saying, but I don't understand the because if I have a balance prior and I can use two cards to pay for my balance that's prior, what's the difference with me paying at checkout with two cards? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't understand. There must have been something, a reason why, they say that.
I'm thinking.
Unless it's but
that's not what happened to me today.
I was telling her that. You want to explain to us what happened to you?
What happened to me today? Today, I wanted to release my order. So I had a balance of $4.99. That's from my campaign 15. So I paid that first. Then, because you got to pay that before you release your campaign 16. So I paid that with my debit card. Then I went to release my new order, campaign 16. When I released it, I used my $500 credit. So I had $9.72 that I owed. That's what I owed from my campaign 6. So I went to use my same debit card. It would not let me do it at all. I couldn't. So I did it a couple of times. So I ended up calling Avon on site. And the guy was a little baffled with his own self because he even shared the screen with me. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't pay this $9.72. So we backed out, went back in, we did it a couple of times. And then he came to this conclusion that you cannot make 2 payments in one day. So I told him I've never even heard of that because I've done that before. But I remember them saying as of June 30th, something was changing as far as payment, but I thought it was 2 separate cards. But it's not. You cannot make 2 payments in one day. So what I found out was I should have paid my balance yesterday or Friday. And then when I released my order, then I could have made that one.
No, that's what
I did see. Follow up on that.
That's what happened.
Angeline. I don't know if it was an error in their system, but after we spoke, I went and I was looking to see if anybody had problems with that. And there was another, probably about maybe 4 or 5 ladies who said the same thing that she said, that they had to pay, they They went, I guess it's the same problem, but what they've been doing now before they actually put their orders in on whatever day, they go and they pay whatever their balance is
Pay
from the
when?
prior account the day before they actually place that order, because I guess
Gotta
other
get-
people have fallen into the same issue that she has done. I don't know if it's a glitch in your system. I don't know, but that's what a couple of people have said on that, whatever that one post was.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't know what it was.
yeah, but what I'm saying is that is not the rule. That is not, no, that is,
Exactly.
must be that must be
Those were a glitch or something.
a glitch
Yeah.
in the system, but that is not what the change is about. That is not, that is not the
Yeah.
thing. That is not the thing. But so there must have been
a glitch.
something that that caused that. I have no doubt that it happened because so many things have happened.
Yeah.
And I think it's the same kind of issue with your team member who is trying to join, that, you know, they're just glitches in the system that they're trying to do.
And then because they're trying to change.
Yes.
You know, they're trying to update the system.
Yes.
I'm thinking maybe there are a lot of little things that are, you know, that are happening, that it might happen to some people at that point, and they might, you know, try to adjust it or try to, you know, they're trying different things. But I would say until the system is updated, until they give us this new page, because I know they're trying to combine Avon, the your Avon.com or Avon Now, whatever you call it, with the website, so that I think once everybody goes in, it's gonna be you either click on representative or you click on, you know, customer. So I think trying to put both interfaces or interfacing both of them together is probably causing some glitches. So
true.
I'm gonna say it's a glitch because it doesn't make sense. When I saw it and I read it, and that's when it clicked. I'm like, okay, probably that's the same problem Jeannie's having, but it just doesn't make, you know, sense. So
no, it doesn't. It does not. It does not make sense.
Well, I always do that. Sometimes I pay my order early, and sometimes I just pay it the same day, and then whatever my balance is for the new one, I just go ahead and pay it again. But I never, this is the first time I ever had a problem making 2 payments in one day.
I had a similar,
Never had a
I was
problem.
telling Angelina, I had a similar problem. I was saying to you balance, Angelina, but it was a credit that I had, and it wouldn't allow me to use the credit for whatever reason. It just wouldn't allow me to use that credit. Either I put something in and it wasn't available, so they, you know, they credit your account with a $3, $2, whatever. But it would just never, it wouldn't let me add that credit to whatever my bill was. So I just ended up just paying whatever the bill was. But I figure more or less it must have been a glitch, but I just gave up and just paid whatever it was. You know, so I think we just, you know, just be patient with them while they, you know, they do this interfacing of what they're doing.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that to our attention, Jeannie.
You're welcome.
Any other questions or comments, ladies? Somebody, oh. Anything? Carpo, you okay? Fell asleep?
Yes, I am okay. Getting everything.
Okay, all right, guys. So listen, we can give ourselves this increase. We can. It's more than what the average person gets or can get or can maintain. And we have it even better because ours continue to increase because we continue to grow our businesses. So guys, you have a great night, and remember, focus on what we can and not on what we cannot do. Judy, did you earn the keychain?
I don't think so. I didn't make campaign 14. I was sick and I just could not get on, and I didn't place my order until campaign 15.
Okay. All right.
It was campaign 14, campaign 15, and then I'll do campaign 16. So
Oh,
I don't think I'm going to get the keychain.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, have a great night. Love you all.
You
And
too, love you too.
see you soon.
Okay.
Love you. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Bye.